We are live. We're back. We did it. So what should we do? Should we move the camera? We can do that. We can move it here. Move my hand here. Let's try it over here. See if we like this better. Do 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 do. No, that one's not as good. Let's try this one. All right. That's not bad. Yeah, let's do this. I like this better. Okay, cool. And kind of centered. And the lighting's good. I just fixed my shirt here. All right. So, how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm personally doing okay. How do you guys feel about the Cowboys? Many people are very excited about the Cowboys. Right now, the Buffalo Bills are having problems. The Jets, everybody's praying for the Jets. The Dolphins are looking very solid after one game. Got a little shaking going on there. Did you see that? Here we go. Yeah, you can read that. We're using the Nexico camera today. It's working pretty good. The lighting is excellent. It's Saturday. And I really like TJ Hawkinson. I believe I said that correct. And he is a very exciting player. Brock Purdy right now is still in the midst of proving himself, but he's solid. Anthony Robinson. Oh my God, what a player. Absolutely one of my favorites. How do you guys feel like he's going to do? We were born to be real, not perfect. Yeah, and we have to remember that even with football or life, that nothing is perfect. Nothing ever is perfect. Here's another good one. I believe this is Panage Desai. You have so much to give. The first step is accepting and loving yourself. And with the Aaron Rodgers situation, that has been, a moment of patience, right? Success is not the way to peace and happiness. You've been taught your whole life success and money are the two things you need in order to find peace. But success and money will never get you there. You already have access to peace exactly the way you are right now. Do you believe that to be true? That'd be cool if you could tell me if you think that's real. Peace is accessible to you. Presence is accessible to you. Everything is accessible to you. In fact, I believe that with a lot of suffering with many people. You are the leader of your own life. Only you can choose to be who you truly are. And being your authentic self is always a great choice. So if you can this weekend, all you football lovers, all you sports lovers, learn to laugh when things are not going well with your favorite team. Learn to be patient, with the outcomes. Don't be so harsh. It's funny because Philadelphia Freedom, right? I feel the fans aren't being very patient, and the outcome is they've had 2 wins. How bad can that be? That's what you're striving for, right? You want to win. It hasn't been pretty. It hasn't been magnificent, but they've had enough weapons to do it, to get through it. If you can today, take a moment and just breathe. Just breathe in and just breathe out and relax and live in this beautiful time, in this moment, and be kind to yourself and others, knowing that the sun will shine tomorrow. And it's funny because Aaron Rodgers was talking about this, how he learned through, his practice of mindfulness, that the sun will rise again. And yes, he's in the valley right now and he's in, deep healing and he's around the dolphins and he's tapping into these beautiful frequencies. It's important to get fresh air, right? Get outside, breathe the fresh air. And when you're feeling down, release, right? Cry, go for a laugh, a long laugh in the sense of maybe watch things that are funny, be around funny people, release the pain. Um, all great athletes tap into a greater sense of who they are. They get in the zone, they get in the gap. The same with great musicians. So I'm going to show you a couple CDs today. And we haven't done this for a while. This one here, can you see that there? All right. This one I purchased on Amazon and it was affordable. It wasn't expensive. And as you can see here, I'm going to show you the playlist here. You might be able to read it. Let's see. Maybe right there. You can see some of the tunes that are on it. And I believe it's some different versions of songs. I haven't been able to listen to it yet, but I believe I purchased this with shipping for under $10. And it's 2 CDs. The other one, I think it's in the midst of being ripped right now. It's got the warning on it there, as you can see. Ooh, there may be swearing in here. That's okay. But it's Sony. And you can't go wrong with the Ministry of Sound. Now, a lot of their stuff is really expensive, like crazy expensive. But every once in a while, you can get a deal. So let's go to the next thing here. What do we got? No matter how far down the wrong road you've gone, you can always turn back. And that is a Turkish proverb. I like that one. Good morning. Stop measuring your days by the degrees of productivity and start experiencing them by the degree of presence. I'm going to read that again, okay? Good morning. Stop measuring your days by the degree of productivity and start experiencing them by the degree of presence. Yeah. Yesterday is in the past. All we have is right now, this current moment. So learn to live fully and completely in this moment and express yourself in the best way that you know that you can, with being mindful of the things you say and knowing that what you're saying may affect people on a different level. I'm going to quickly check my phone here. I want to see if I can. All right. If you guys ever purchased Skull Candy headphones, I love the sound, but I have had problems with the durability of them. But the sound I love. It's absolutely phenomenal. The other trend that's out right now, I don't know if you've noticed this, we are going more and more into the smaller phones. People seem to be wanting to have, a phone that's no more than 5 or 6 inches wide. This one here, I think is 6 something, and it's good. I also have a smaller phone. I have several phones. Who am I lying to? Nobody. So I'm going to look at my files here just for one moment. Okay. Oh, I like this. Yeah, this is interesting. So the other day, Aaron Rodgers said, "Give me your doubts and then watch what I can do." See, he wants to be doubted on some level. He wants to be challenged. He wants people to stop believing in him and have it where they are, and I don't mean everybody. He's so happy that he's had the support. But take, these moments where things are rough and transform them into something that's usable for you. Don't give up on yourself. It just isn't worth it. And you know what? Your happiness is directed by you, nobody else. Tommy Castro, if you love the blues, he's been on every label. He was on Blind Pig for a while. Um, I think he's on an independent label now, but one of my favorite guitar players, a very soulful singer. Look him up, Tony Castro. All right, let's see here. Okay, can I get out of this? I think I can. Leave full screen. Okay, here we go. This is what I want to get rid of that. Get rid of this. All right. Okay, that's good enough. So, if you can today, I'm just going to have a quick look here. So it says here, will Aaron Rodgers be done for the season? Some people hope that he'll be, if they make the playoffs, that he can be there. I think that is a huge step. Um, Here's the other thing that's weird is that the Jets will owe the Packers a second round pick in the 2024 NFL draft. Rodgers had to play 65% of the snaps this season for the Packers to get the Jets 2024 first round pick. He played four. He played four snaps, not 65%. So that did leave them a degree of where he could have got injured for a little while or just slightly hurt. I would love to know what your favorite team is, who you're rooting for, some of your favorite players. If you can subscribe, we are very grateful for all the people on all the different platforms, especially. I'm not a huge fan of TikTok. I won't lie to you, but TikTok, for some reason, has been doing very well. I also want to support Steve Strongman. Why don't we do another CD? Let's do that. Okay, we'll do a couple more here. All right. So let's quickly go through this here. Okay, so this is another set. Now, if anybody knows me, the Isley Brothers are one of my favorite groups. Love them. This is mostly, yeah. I would say the set goes maybe to like 84, maybe 84. My favorite disc on here would be the third disc. This is Sony Music, which is wild. I think I paid with shipping, it might have been about $15 total Canadian when I got it on sale. I think it's going to be more than that now. I think I got it like a blowout thing. This was made in 2015. But if you love the Isley Brothers, it has some of the earlier stuff, like Get Into Something, Love the One You're With, Cold Baloney, Lay Lady Lay, Fire and Rain, Spill That Wine, Pop That Thing, I've Got Work to Do, Put a Little Love in Your Heart, Brother, Brother, that's a good tune. That, I think, was supposed to be like a Marvin Gaye tune. That Lady was probably one of the first songs that I really loved by them. Don't Let Me Be Lonely Tonight, which is a cover of who? Do you know who? James Taylor. Absolutely. The Highways of Our Life, Summer Breeze. Do you know who did that? Seals and Croft. And For the Lover of You, I think Whitney Houston did a tune, like a cover of that. So the last disc is probably my favorite. Okay, it's got Living in the Life, Footsteps in the Dark, The Pride, Voyage to Atlantis, groove with you. It's a disco night. Rock, don't stop. Let's fall in love. Winner takes it all. Don't say goodbye when it's time for love. Hurry up and wait. Great tune, catchy. Between the Sheets, which is probably what they're most known for. Choosy Lover and Brown Eyed Girl. Um, to me, this set would be worth the $15, I think, just for the third disc. Phenomenal. Now, if you like old disco classics, funk, this is fun. And this one I think I got for just slightly less than $10 with shipping, if I remember correctly. Now, this one is 3 disc, as you can see, and you can find this on Amazon. I'm blocking my microphone here. You still can hear me. I'm pretty loud. Pretty snazzy. Lots of color. But what's great about this is you've got Chic, La Freak, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Let's Groove, the Jacksons, Blame It on the Boogie, James Brown, Get Up. I Feel Like I'm a Sex Machine, Part 1. That's one you want. Get Down on It, which is a song by Kool and the Gang that I ended up liking more. Hello, Buddha. The Buddha, I just hit the Buddha there. Diana Ross, I'm Coming Out. Casey and the Sunshine Band, Get Down Tonight. Shalimar, A Night to Remember. Do you know who the lead singer is of Shalimar? Howard Hewitt, who I love. Absolutely amazing singer. This is a rare tune. I think you pronounce it Oliver Cheatham, and it's Get Down Saturday Night. A very infectious groove by Patrice Rushen, Forget Me Nots, The Whispers, and The Beat Goes On. Evelyn Champagne King, Love Come Down. Indeed, last night a DJ saved my life. And McFadden and Whitehead, Ain't No Stopping Us Now. We're on the move, right? It's also got Alexander O'Neill, The Emotions, Odyssey. That's actually a cool tune, going back to my roots. D Train, You're the One for Me. A Taste of Honey, Boogie Oogie Oogie, right? Tom Brown, Funkin' for Jamaica. So I highly recommend all these. Midas Touch by Midnight Star, Change of Heart by Change, Sherelle and Alexander O'Neill, Saturday Love, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday Love, right? So highly recommend it. This has 60 songs on it. You're bound to like at least 10 or 20 of them. So if you're looking at it, this is a purchase that is under, I think it was around $10 with shipping, if I remember correctly. And again, it's more than that, but that's the thing. You always have to look. This one I think I bought used, and I think it's still available. I love Dean Martin, for those who don't know me very well. I like all kinds of different music. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple more choices here. I'm just grabbing over. I've got like a CD tray here. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, so if you're just learning the blues, I highly recommend this one right here. Okay. Now, when I was first learning about the blues, I used to listen to it in my garage back in the day. And this has Muddy Waters, Manish Boy. It has Howlin' Wolf, Sonny Boy Williamson, Buddy Guy, Walter Horton, Jimmy Reed, Jimmy Rogers, Big Boy Arnold, James Cotton, Cotton Crop Blues, which is a song I don't know, Otis Rush, Eddie Boyd, Junior Wells, one of my favorite harp players, Etta James. Don't know if I've ever heard that version, A Spoonful by her. Elmore James, I Can't Hold Out. Who else do we have on here? So it seems to be rotating a lot of the same artists, which is great because you get to learn. Jimmy Witherspoon. And here's the thing. It's not easy to get Otis Rush stuff. It's pretty expensive. Lowell Folsom. Don't know that tune, so I'm going to have to listen to this sometime. Jimmy Reed, Big Boss Man. I know that one. Magic Sam, one of the greatest guitar players that nobody knows about. And Willie Nix, don't know that guy, so I'm gonna see if I can figure it out. So there is one tune on there I actually don't know. If you like, here, let's grab this. All right, here, let's see these two. Okay, we'll do two more, maybe three more. Okay, Studebaker John, highly recommend this. Can you see that a little better? You see the camera more than you see the title. Wonderful man. Talked to him a couple times. Plays the harp, plays slide guitar, nice vocals. This is not my favorite CD of his, but it's a good CD. All the stuff that he did on Blind Pig is amazing. So good. So if you can get anything he released on Blind Pig, do that. Here's a fun one. And I'll be honest, it's not recorded super, but none of the original recordings were with Lightning Hopkins. It is a total of 50 tracks. That's all you'd ever need. I'll show you the inner booklet. I personally like the cardboard ones, and they give me the feeling of more of a record. And they don't seem to get scratched any more or less than they do with the ones where you put in the trays, and the trays always break, right? If you are a country lover, I haven't. Here's a couple I don't think I've even opened yet. Nope, I haven't opened this one yet. So, Patsy Cline. If you're a person that does weddings, bar mitzvahs, no. But if you want to hear one of the greatest voices of all time, Patsy Cline, and this is 60 tracks. A lot of the songs that were written for her were by Willie Nelson in the early years. This is a fun one. I think I've already shown this one here. This is really cool. This one is 100 tracks. And as you can see here, you got Frank Sinatra, you got Dean Martin, you got Tony Bennett, who just left us recently, and Nat King Cole. This is wonderful. This is 100 songs. And $14 total, maybe. And it's what is it? It's 4 discs, right? Yeah, it's 4 discs. 1 disc per artist. It's fun. All right. If you like, this one is a lot of fun and a lot of tracks. Yeah, it says right there 100. I don't know a lot about rap. I won't lie to you. I know a little. And I was able to learn a lot about hip hop and rap, early stuff. And this is a Rhino collection, and it's good. It's good. It was worth the money. I think I paid $10, $12 total for 5 discs. And this is something I'll definitely use when I'm DJing. For sure. This will get used. It's got some of the tracks that are hard to get. Here's a local guy right here, Steve Strongman. Can't go wrong with him. I don't think I've heard an album by him. He's Canadian. I think he's out of Hamilton. I don't think I've heard an album of his that isn't good. This one is good. He has a couple that are a little better, I think, than this, but this is him, I believe, trying to be more mainstream. And I totally get that. My grandmother's favorite artist right here. This is Sam Cooke. And this one I haven't even opened yet. And I should do that maybe this weekend. And I'll just rip it. And that's the thing, right? Like if you can get these for, I don't know. Let's say you can get this for $12, $14. And let's say that you rip it and you keep it, or you're not so jazzed by it, and you sell it for, I don't know, $10. It's 3 discs. It'll be mint condition. You're out $4. And you've got this collection forever in whatever format you want. I tend to put a lot of stuff FLAC. FLAC is my favorite. So I think we're going to end it there. I might do one more. I always do this. This reminds me when I used to do the shows. Okay, Heatwave. Here's another CD that is excellent. This one, and their stuff, it's sad because Heatwave didn't last that long. Here you go. Do you know who the main star of Heatwave is? Can you name a couple songs by Heatwave that were huge? I think they had about 5 hits. I'm just gonna look here. I know Boogie Nights, of course, that was the first hit. Um, I think Too Hot to Handle did okay. I think, Groove Line was one of my all-time favorite songs. Always and Forever, do you know that one? Always and forever, each moment with you is just like a dream to me that somehow came true. I'm not sure if that's the right lyrics, but it's close. And as you can see, it's got all the extra versions on it here. This is the stuff I like, the 12-inch stuff. Anything that is gold, this is Sony Music again, you can't go wrong. I have a Bengals one, I have a couple others. Um, we'll do one in the future of jazz and blues, but before we go, I just want to send some shout outs to some people. Thank you, Tony D, for everything you do. Thank you, Ken, for everything you do. I want to send a shout out to Donna and Michelle and Laura and Jojo, Jocelyn. I want to send a shout out to Brooke. I want to send a shout out to my beloved Barbara. I want to send a shout out to Jose and William and Joel and Helger. So listen, have a great weekend. Be kind to one another and choose to always move forward and be a source of light for those around you, and know that each and every one of us is going through our own trials and tribulations, and we need to be present of the moment that's in front of us and be aware of all the things in our life that have been supported by higher forms of intelligence. And spirituality is a key to, I believe, in being vivacious. I was going to use a different word. Thank you for being here. God bless you all. Take care. Bye bye.